Hello and welcome to the Balancing Act Houston edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, the illuminating world of Ultra Poi, traditional Thai cuisine, luxury women's apparel, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Hey, you know, we're always looking for brand new ways to entertain ourselves or to be entertained. And wow, do we have something really fun for you today. Here with us is the creator of Ultra Poi, Mr. Stephen Wilson. He's going to tell us about how this new technology is bridging the gap between generic professional lights using innovative LED products in professional onstage productions, music festivals, and even in your backyard. Stephen, thank you so much for being here today, sir.
Thank you for having me. A pleasure.
Absolutely. Tell me a little about what Ultra Poi is. I mean, where did you come up with it? Well, let's start with what is it?
Yeah, Ultra Poi is a high-tech toy company. We focus on cutting-edge light show products that are used for performances and entertainment. Think about Hawaiian fire spinners. They put on those mesmerizing shows. Well, instead of fire, we use LEDs that are safe for the artist and the venue. You don't want to burn the whole place down to performing at, right?
Of course not. It's funny, I've seen a couple of these things. I used to travel Europe a lot, and all over Europe, whether it be Ibiza or in Sweden or in Spain, people are always spinning something around like this. It's really kind of cool.
Definitely. The whole culture of music festivals and concerts, people love these kind of props. And some of our most popular ones are LED poi sets and things that people are really familiar with, like LED hula hoops. These are great for kids, teens, adults. I mean, it's the full spectrum.
Okay, and how did you come up with the technology? I mean, again, you watched the show where you saw something? What?
Yeah, so back in college, I went to a concert and I saw someone dancing with lights. They were moving around in these really cool geometric patterns, and I thought to myself, what is that? It looks like magic. I went home, I did some research, and I found out the art form was called Poi and flow arts. And we started to develop prototypes with my brother using engineering and coding. After a few years, we found out that we could bring these products to life. And the lights, when they move, it's from a technology and a viewpoint called persistence of vision.
Okay, and you incorporate that in the entire process.
Yeah, so the persistence of vision is a visual effect that when you're watching, it allows an object to move and it'll leave a light trail behind it. And something many people can relate to is something like a fireworks sparkler. As you move it, you see that trail even behind it. Well, Ultra Poi brings that effect to the next level.
Well, tell me about some of the main benefits of the product.
So Ultra Poi products, they're multicolored, so they can do any color of the rainbow. They're rechargeable, so they're eco-friendly. But one of the best parts about it is they're great for your mind, your body, and your health. Many people use them to blow off stress after work. It's almost like a new form of yoga where you're learning how to dance with a product and manipulate the object. It's great.
Absolutely. Well, you brought somebody with you today to help demonstrate. Crystal, come on over, Crystal. Let me see it.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
Hey, how are you?
Crystal.
Oh, well, I've been working with Crystal for over a decade. She's a great performer. She performs on all sorts of stages at music festivals. She's also a mom and uses our products in her wellness practice.
Entertain your kids with it?
Oh, yeah, they love it.
They must love it. But it's probably been kind of transformative, right, for your classes?
Definitely. It's been transformative not only for my life, but my mental health as well. I actually use it with my clients in therapy as a coping skill, but also to teach them about the flow state, which is the state of being completely immersed in a task. Nothing else matters in that moment.
Well, nothing else matters right now than you demonstrating this for us. So take a look. See, if I tried to do this, I'd be whacking myself in the head, I think. Great. How long did it take you to master this?
I've been doing it for about 13 years, but hey, it only takes about 20 hours of practice to become moderately good at anything.
Come back over here. Look, I mean, it's so much fun to watch, my friend.
Right.
If people wanted to get more information about this, and I'm sure they're going to want to look at videos or tutorials, where do they go?
Yeah, they go to ultrapoi.com. We got tons of videos, tutorials, everything you need to learn flow arts. We also have our products on Amazon, and there's just a wealth of knowledge on that website.
I bet you're just getting warmed up because you've been selling this to the consumer, but I'm sure this could be seen at at football games, basketball games, have cheerleaders play with it. You know, this could be like the new rave, right?
Right, yeah. We think that this product is applicable for a number of different, just like you're saying, it can be used in sporting events or parties.
I can see a late night mob dance in New York City with people doing this all over the place.
Right?
Thank you so much for being here today, for sure. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And of course, if you want more information, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com. For our next story, we've whipped up something special. Don't miss it.
Thailand is famous for its vibrant street food scene, where you can find an array of affordable and delectable dishes. For the past 10 years, Songkran Thai Kitchen has brought these exciting combinations of flavors, ingredients, and cooking techniques to the vibrant culinary landscape of Houston, allowing diners to appreciate the beauty of Thai food like never before.
My name is Ashok Rao. I'm the owner and general partner of Songkran Thai Kitchen. I'm not a foodie. I'm not a restaurateur. I'm not even of Thai origin. I am what you would call the accidental restaurateur. But I love this place. It's a happy place. We have happy, loyal, dedicated employees, and we have terrific, repeat, satisfied customers. Songkran is probably the most famous event on the Buddhist calendar in Thailand. It signifies the water festival that kicks off the traditional Thai New Year. It comes from a Sanskrit word that means passing or happening. And it is significant because water is a very lucky symbol in Thailand. We opened 10 years ago in association with a very famous Thai chef, Jet Urapan. Even though he's left us now, his recipes survive. From the very outset, we intended to create an upscale dining experience for Thai cuisine here in Houston. We serve traditional Thai cuisine, Bangkok street food, as you might want to call it. We have extensive variety of dishes, from our signature dishes like lamb massaman, soft shell crab, our whole red snapper, our yellow curry, our green curry dishes with any choice of protein you might have, or to the more traditional dishes like pad thai and the green and yellow curries. We have an extensive wine list, and our cocktails from lychee martinis all the way to 25-year-old single malts. We have a great list of desserts as well that are crowd favorites.
My name is Sheila Rao, and I'm the owner of Songkran along with my husband Ashok. Well, my intention certainly was to be true to the culture of Thailand by bringing in Thai-related design items into the interior. Well, I wanted it to be predominantly red because it symbolizes Thailand, and so the concept began with the front red door, which everybody loves. And Buddhism, of course, being the most common religion in Thailand, we had to incorporate a very striking Buddha. And we had a local artist that created this beautiful Buddha on the back wall, a wonderful mural. And then, of course, we have this absolutely stunning painting of one of the Songkran angels, which according to Thai myth is actually a powerful deity, and he has 7 daughters. So this is one of the daughters who is considered an angel. I believe our customers feel very welcome when they walk into this through the red door. They love the classiness, but at the same time, they're very comfortable with the decor. And they love the outdoor patio with the jasmine trellises and the beautiful plants. we would like to think that we have created a great space.
Elevate your Thai food experience with these extensive wine offerings or a large variety of exciting and delicious cocktails.
We have a great selection of wines. We're trying to, our customers have a great experience in wines pairing with our spicy food. So we have wines for Napa, from New Zealand, from Spain, from France, from all the world. Our customers have the opportunity to get a great wines and a really good price. We use a really special ingredient. We try to focus in quality. We use coconut, basil, tamarind, lemongrass. Our food is really full, really nice.
Customers who dine at Songkran Thai Kitchen keep coming back again and again.
I have served as the Honorary Consul General of the Kingdom of Thailand for more than 20 years. My wife Lily and I came here early on. We liked it and we kept on coming back. What I like best, there are a lot of Thai restaurants, but this one is really upscale Not only does it have a great menu, great food, great service, but it's a place you can bring your clients, your friends. I like it so much that I have brought several Thai ambassadors from Washington when they were in town.
I like pad thai, and the soup is like a spicy lemongrass broth with the shrimp inside. And I like some curry.
Well, we came to the grand opening, and so we've been coming here really for over 9 years. It's hard to say what we like best because the whole restaurant works. The ambiance, the staff is really amazing, the quality of the food. I think it's just a great experience all around, but the food is really outstanding.
And when you come into the restaurant, the ambiance, it feels so classy. That's why every time I come, I feel like dressing up. The owners, the serving staff, they are so friendly, and the chefs, the food are just amazing. My favorite dish is the lamb chop. That is to die for.
I like the classiness of the restaurant. I like the ambience. Of course, the food and the service. You can get a very special service here. You feel like very VIP. Oh, I love the green curry. I like all the dishes with coconut, and I like their noodles too.
My favorite dish is Thai sesame shrimp.
Songkran Thai Kitchen is a great place to dine and a great place to work.
As I mentioned before, my intention was always to have a happy place, a place that I would love to come to. And to have that, you need happy employees. We offer our employees health insurance. We also give them Christmas bonuses, and we try to make this a good, happy work environment for all of them. The Houston Chronicle runs a contest every year called Best of the Best. We were voted the best overall restaurant last year and the best Thai restaurant both last year and this year. When we opened 10 years ago, we were the only upscale Thai restaurant in all of Houston. But since then, we've seen an uptick in fine dining Thai restaurants opening. There's a couple that have opened in the last 3 years, and I think that's a very good sign.
To learn more about Songkran Thai Kitchen, visit the website at songkranthaikitchen.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Time for a wardrobe upgrade? Here's some inspiration.
Don't you just love clothing that makes you look good and feel good? Ears of Buddha is a specialty clothing company that does exactly that. Pulling inspiration from her surroundings and life experiences, Franny, a 7th-generation Houstonian, prides herself on creating sustainable, high-end clothing designed to embrace your individuality.
Living a life with art and also being able to create a fashion line that's wearable art, such a great inspiration and a joy. Art is a part of every inch of my life. I live with art, I work with art, I've made friends through art, I volunteer in the arts. A lot of the fabric I choose remind me of artwork. I live a lucky art-filled life. Ears of Buddha is the title of my father's memoirs. He tells the stories of his life and about an adventure on an island in the South Pacific where they told him he had ears of Buddha. So I get to live his voice when I read his Ears of Buddha, and my Ears of Buddha is my voice.
The showroom is full of long-lasting pieces of artful clothing that you will be proud to wear and acquire.
Ears of Buddha is unique for numerous reasons. We pick very unique, high-quality fabric. We have deconstructed seams, which is a favorite of mine and gives you a nice shoulder. We have mismatched cuffs on purpose that are meant to represent confidence. And we always add lace to all of our shirts, whether it's a crisp cotton shirt or a groovy one like this. We make custom pieces. That's one of the many things we enjoy. We have an atelier, freestanding building behind the art gallery, where you can come and pick fabrics and pick from 6 or 7 different styles. We have shirts, pants, skirts, and we can adjust to the size that fits you. Our upcycling line takes unsold Ears of Buddha shirts and pairs them with vintage blazers and denim jackets and overcoats. And we take the vintage piece and create a unique piece with also an art handkerchief on the back by Max Ratadata. They're one-of-a-kind pieces. Each piece of our clothing is a staple. They are not based around a current trend or the movement of the moment. They are thoughtfully designed around the fabric, influenced by art, and are unique.
Made in small batches and with carefully selected materials, each piece is handmade in America.
Our clothing line is hand sewn here in Houston, Texas by a seamstress that we work very, very closely with, and she and her other seamstress are a fair trade organization. Our clothing supports numerous small businesses. We have 3 family-owned fabric companies, family-owned button company, and local photographers and models. We work with high-quality fabrics, which we source from small family-owned businesses that ensure great quality and fair trade.
Thoughtfully designed pieces that are versatile and stylish, taking you from day to night and everywhere in between.
The clothes make me feel confident, whether I'm wearing them to work or out on the town. Fashionably sort of quirky in a way also because of her classic construction of them, which entails the deconstructed seams, the lace on different materials, the mix-match cuffs. All those elements really make me feel unique. I'm always here seeing what's new coming up, and she's such a great eye.
I've spent lots and lots of time visiting at the art gallery. I have lots of her art. The shirt I have on is the first one that yelled to me every time I wear it. Not only do I feel like I just love having it on, but I get tons and tons of compliments everywhere I go. It makes me feel really special. Every one that I take home, they're special for me.
Their impact also stretches into the wider community, with a percentage of the profits being donated to Renew H-Town, an anti-human trafficking support charity.
Franny is passionate about her work. She's passionate about the quality of the clothing that she puts out, that she designs. She's passionate about the women who are going to wear them. And in turn, you know, she gives back to her community through Renew H-Town. We help sex trafficking survivors by decorating apartments for them. They typically get a grant from HUD with nothing in it. And we go in and we completely outfit their apartment, so it turns it from nothing into a home.
Our plan for the clothing line is to keep making unique, one-of-a-kind upcycled pieces and really unusual collections, and we're hoping to pick up more specialty retailers. We really enjoy our partnerships we currently have designing for small businesses.
If you're ready to acquire your own beautiful garment, visit their website, earsofbuddha.com, or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Education is a common gateway to a better future, but not everyone has the same access or opportunities. For many children and adults living in poverty who have fewer resources, access to quality education is a distant dream. And sometimes not even that, it's the instability created by a survival environment that makes it difficult to plan for a future. Today, we have with us Dr. Ruby K. Payne, known for her work in the field of poverty, to tell us a little bit more. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today, Ruby, for sure. Look, I say it all the time, and I've said it throughout my entire life because it was this for me. I grew up in a ghetto, one of the largest ghettos in this country, a place called Cherry Hill, Baltimore. And always knew, because my parents emphasized this to the nth degree, education would be the great equalizer. It's a great equalizer. It's a way that anybody can lift themselves out of poverty, or is that right?
Well, not necessarily always. Okay. You can really work hard, you can get educated, it won't get you out. But the truth of the matter is, if you don't do those two things, you won't ever get out. Wow. So they're key. Yeah.
So what got you started on to focusing on that intersection of poverty and education?
Well, my former husband, who passed away, was named Frank Payne. He was a mix of Cherokee and Caucasian. Mm-hmm. Extreme poverty, and when I met his family, he had 3 siblings, IQs over 150, wow. Smartest family I've ever met, wow. Okay? And extreme poverty. I couldn't understand why they lived the way they did. And so that's what led me to understanding that environment. And then he took a job in the Chicago Board of Trade, and we were thrown in with very wealthy people. Mm-hmm. And I didn't understand the hidden rules of wealth. Hidden rules are unspoken queuing mechanisms.
I was going to ask you that because you came up with something about the hidden rules. Yeah. Talk about what they are.
And the bottom line is that people use them, they break relationships. One of the things you have to have if you want to move out of poverty is bridging social bridging capital. You have to meet people different than you are, okay? Because they help you see the world a different way, you think differently. And I couldn't understand that environment, okay? And hidden rules tell people whether you belong or not. Like if you've ever been in a social setting that was so uncomfortable you couldn't wait to leave.
Right.
Yep. Well, there were hidden rules operating, and we have them by class, by race, by region of the country, and they often keep people from getting educated because I don't like you, I'm not going to work with you, etc. Yeah.
Wow. So, like in your experience, there are some really common misconceptions when it comes to poverty and the ability to learn, which isn't necessarily the same, right?
Exactly.
Right.
People don't understand how much knowledge bases are in the environment. See, everybody's got 24 hours a day, and how you spend your time determines to a large extent who you know and what you know, okay? And then what your environment demands from you. Like in middle-class households, there's tons of paper, okay? Documents everywhere. You don't have any of those in high-poverty households. Wealth has documents and paperwork that middle class doesn't understand, like provenance, like trusts, etc. And so those environments help you succeed in the institution of schooling.
And is this why you created this whole company called the Process Inc.? I mean, is this what really prompted you to do this? And tell me a little bit more about it.
My background as an educator, done a lot of work with schools, and people were having a lot of difficulty getting their children educated in schools. And the educators were having the most difficulty. And so I explained to them, no, this is why this is happening, okay, and here's how you work to make this happen. If you don't, we do a lot of community work, and if you basically don't work with the institutions, you don't change the community, because institutions create barriers. Institutions are the vehicle by which people, individuals, interface with communities.
You help those institutions lift some of those barriers.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. And is that why you started this program called Getting Ahead?
Yes. Okay. And Getting Ahead is for adults in poverty. We've taken 125,000 adults in poverty, and we pay them to learn. Middle class gets paid to learn. Companies pay their employees to learn. We just say, here's information that you can use if you wish to stabilize your environment.
Okay, and now you've done a lot of learning, but a lot of teaching is you're a pretty prolific author, right? I mean, you've written several books, and some of this goes down the path of economic development, right?
Right. I'm very interested in how communities stabilize, because if communities aren't stable, neither are the institutions, neither are the individuals. So how do you have economic development? And poverty reduction is one of the tools for economic development. And our ROI, we've taken 125,000 adults through poverty through it, is very good. One community got, for every dollar they spent, they got a $20 return. One community for every dollar got a $7 return. So we know it works for sustainability.
You've written several books, and we just have a couple of them here. What do you think one of the best tips you have in one of those books might be?
Well, this one is about what happens when we do socioeconomic class. So poverty, middle class, wealth, how they think differently. That's what happens when people get in a romantic relationship, poverty to middle class to wealth, what they fight about, why you don't like your sister-in-law. Okay. This is about how you deal with emotional realities. Okay. This one looks at community issues, how you stabilize your community if you don't stabilize your community, particularly the institutions in the community. I live in Corpus Christi, Texas. They wanted to address their homeless issues, so they brought a woman in who only wanted to work with the wealthy and did not want to work with the institutions. Well, institutions are how individuals interface with the community. So if you want to change a community, we have learned in 25 years, you have to work with the institutions. Okay?
You know, right now, we're living in a tough time. I mean, that chasm between the haves and have-nots, the wealthy and the poor, is just getting deeper and deeper and deeper. But we need to make sure that those on either side can understand tools that they can do to help both sides.
Yeah, there's not a lot of dialogue between the groups. No. Yeah.
So what do you think we need to do?
Well, one thing we do, like in this book, in the school business, we educate educators about the realities, you know, and how you transition, and you have to have social bridging capital. It's pretty difficult now to make it out of poverty unless you have an advocate. You've got to have a relationship, somebody who kind of teaches you the rules that are operating out here that you don't quite understand, and how you negotiate them and how you deal with those knowledge bases. So we like to educate the resource to people in institutions, people who, because they create the barriers, they make the laws.
Sure.
And if you have a dialogue both ways, then you can stabilize.
Put on a crystal ball for a second. You look at America right now, the chasm between those who are the wealthy and those who are in poverty seems to be getting bigger and deeper and deeper and deeper. Do we not need more programs like this to help people understand that there is a way to step your way out of poverty?
There is a way. Right now, there's a whole set of thinking at the academic level that you can only change it if you change systems. But systems are made up of people, and you have to be able, you have to work it. There's 4 causes for poverty: individual choices, the resources of a community, jobs, transportation, housing, exploitation, racism, sexism, and the last one is political and economic systems. And we have learned over the years, if you only address one cause, you will never, ever move the needle.
Wow. Look, if people wanted to get more information, because this is truly fascinating, where would they go? ahaprocess.com, AHAPROCESS.com. Dr. Payne, thank you so much for being a part of the show today, for
Thanks.
sure. Absolutely. And of course, if you don't go up on ahaprocess.com, you can always go to our website, thebalancingAct.com, and get more information. Thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks for joining us on The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.